Multiversus has some very interesting lore inside of it, from worlds being consumed by the nothing, to the merging of multiverses, and even Shaggy gaining godlike powers. Multiversus has a lot to unpack despite being so fresh, and I spent countless hours on research for this video, and I found a pretty decent lore for being so new. And well, let's just say MatPat would be proud of me. Aww. Let's start with the trailers. Heroes of the Warner Brothers franchise are being taken from their respective universes and placed into this Multiversus universe. Well, we kinda already knew this since the trailer shows multiple heroes being taken. The best example being Batman. Batman is taken from his Batcave, and then Shaggy drops him, assumably from the kitchen of a haunted house, and so on. It's also important to note that all of the characters start off in Trophy's Edge, which seems to be the connecting map for all of the fighters. You can also see characters continue to arrive to Trophy's Edge throughout the entire trailer, with more and more coming. Also notice how all of the characters are facing forward. Similar to how in Smash Bros they always face forward, so perhaps they're looking at something? But what could they be looking towards? Nothing. Technically, yeah, they're looking at nothing, because the thing bringing all of the characters there is called the Nothing. The Nothing is what is throwing everyone through the multiverse into Trophy's Edge, and so on. How do we know this Nothing is a real threat? Well, let's examine some character descriptions on the Multiversus website. Not all of the characters have very interesting or detailed descriptions, but a few do. One of the coolest ones has to be Shaggy's, since it details how he got his powers. The last thing Shaggy remembers before the change was exploring another spooky old mansion with his pal Scoob, just like any other day with the gang. He found a strange glowing crystal and, thinking it was rock candy, went to take a bite. There was a flash, and then darkness. When he came to, he found himself in possession of incredible powers. He doesn't know where they came from or how they work, but he's vowed to use them to vanquish evil and protect the little guy, as soon as he gets some lunch in. Okay, now that we're done with the really badass ones, let's take a look at Tom and Jerry, because that one has a bit of lore in it. Like many tunes, Tom and Jerry fight with zany madcap style and display nearly indestructible levels of durability. They'll be great champions to have in the battle against the Nothing, so long as they can stop fighting each other long enough to do so. Another character that has a very interesting backstory is LeBron James, believe it or not, with his saying, quote, LeBron teamed up with Bugs Bunny to lead the legendary Toon Squad to save his son from Al G in the Ultimate Space Jam. Now facing a new threat, LeBron looks to use his world-class playmaking skills to help his new friends defend their worlds. This description further solidifies the fact that the Nothing is a real threat and needs to be dealt with. And if these three character descriptions were not enough, take a look at Raindog. For being such a mediocre character in the eyes of the community, he by far has the best backstory. Quote, the world of Xanathir was one of the first to fall victim to the Nothing during the Great Dimensional Cataclysm. As far as most people knew, there were no survivors, except one. Raindog is a royal guardian, a long-lived protector of the Xanathir royal family assigned to keep them safe. Although he looks fluffy and sweet, the heart of a warrior beats in his chest, and he will do whatever it takes to protect those he loves. With the amazing powers from his gem, he hopes he can even find a way to bring back his beloved family. They really gave this dog a Superman-esque backstory. The truth is that there is a lot of stuff going on here, and it seems like many different universes are colliding. My theory is that the Nothing is trying to devour universes and stuff just cause, you know, but it didn't account for any bitching and moaning this would cause. Very much like Thanos, to be honest. Also, take note of some of the character dialogue, alright? Characters like Velma and Garnet are very interested in what's going on, and Shaggy even gives us more insight onto what the hell is going on with him and his power level. See, one of the greatest things about Multiversus is the amount of dialogue that's in this game. And I took the pleasure of going through all of it for you guys. So let's look at the parts that add on to the lore. Shaggy keeps mentioning escaping this world, and his power levels continue to grow.
What a far out place, man. You think we'll ever get out of here? Man, when we get out of here, we gotta keep in touch, dude. You're so awesome. I think my new powers make me hungrier, like even faster than normal. I'm starving, dude. I don't really understand my powers, but I'm glad I can use them for some good, you know? Like, dude, if I keep training, do you think I could get even stronger? Like, that's a little scary to think about.
Velma is very curious about the predicament that the fighters find themselves in. She even knows about Shaggy's scary powers.
If the clues I found are to be believed, we are not getting the whole picture here. Isn't this a wild place? I have so many questions. Are you sure this place even obeys the normal laws of physics? If I'd known I was getting sucked into an alternate dimension, I would have brought more reading material.
Harley Quinn makes me feel like I get no bitches. Batman tells me not to trust Harley Quinn and that I don't need any bitches, but you know what? I don't know Batman. And the most damning dialogue of all definitely has to go to Garnet. She says she's not a talker, but she's dropping huge bits of lore. She literally says,
I hear we're trying to save the entire multiverse. Seems reasonable.
like nothing. She also talks about how there is a force they need to eradicate together.
It's a scary thing trying to save the whole multiverse. But if we stick together, I think we'll manage. This place is so strange. This strange place has me on guard. When this battle is over, I'd like to introduce you to Ruby and Sapphire. I know they'd like you.
And she's also got beef with Batman for no fucking reason.
Maybe you should surrender. Batman, I think you might just need a hug. You've got a cool cape, but an uncool attitude. Time to get back in your Batcar and drive away.
See, this is why Garnet is the best Steven Universe character, okay?
Kids, don't be racist.
Cut!
But anyways, huge lore drops for these characters. And honestly, I'm impressed for how new it is. So, any guesses to what this nothing is? Well, if anything, I'd imagine it's similar to maybe the World of Light thingy from Smash Ultimate. You know, the one that totally got everyone except Kirby. There is a lot we don't know though, such as if the nothing brought them to this multiverse or if someone else is recruiting them. Maybe the same thing that gave Shaggy his powers. My guess is that the nothing is trying to devour universes, and something that wants to stop this has brought champions from all across the universes together to fight it. And yeah, we're kind of just leading them all into battle in like this endgame-esque fight. So it's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what they do with it because there's a lot you can do with this story. And I really hope I'm on the right track here with the story. It would be so cool to see a fleshed out story mode for Multiversus down the line. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and if you think I'm just some kind of insane lunatic, or if you actually agree with me. Take care, it's really hot out there, make sure you drink a lot of water. Brains.